abroad and, of course, the reaction thereof. So here to talk about this and more, our friend Eddie Scarry from the Washington Examiner, who's up late with me on the Final Five. It's been a while. It's good to see you.
It's been a good minute, but good to see you.
It has been a good minute. So, hey, let's talk about the reaction over the last week. I mean, there always seems to be a certain level of distortion as to what happened, the perception of what happened, and you wrote about that in the Washington Examiner this weekend.
Right, distortion. We wouldn't have it any other way. Otherwise, I might be out of a job. But no, I think what I said in my piece that went up this weekend at the Washington Examiner was that what you saw in his European tour is not what you read about thereafter. They were completely different things. And just to give you one example, I kept seeing this quote over and over again in the news media reports and also on TV that Trump had called the European Union, and which includes many of our allies, obviously, foes.
Right.
And I read that over and over again, and I, much like many people, have missed the original quote where the president said that. So I had to go back and look, what did he actually say? Well, what he actually said was, he was asked, by the way, who would you consider our biggest foes, our biggest competitors? Now, the CBS guy who asked that, he used those words interchangeably. Trump said, the EU, I would consider them in terms of what they do in trade. I would also consider Russia and China, okay? And then also he said, but that doesn't mean they're bad people, it just means they're competitors. Mm-hmm. But over and over again, even actually as recently as Monday, I saw him say that these people are foes. So that's just one example of many where what the coverage has been is not exactly what happened.
By the way, what does it say about the state of the nightly news that you refer to Jeff Glor as the guy from CBS? Because I don't think anybody, if it were Dan Rather for Brokaw, we'd remember that, but Jeff Glor.
I know who Jeff Glor is. I didn't know that anybody else watching this knew who it was, so that's why I wanted to say the CBS guy.
Right. I figured that's what you're getting at there. But, you know, as it went on, yes, you're right, because it was used in a different context. Mm-hmm. It made for a great headline.
Yes.
But in the grand scheme of things, the reaction from that was certainly much different. As we talked about that press conference afterwards,
right.
Which a lot of people called, you can call it many different ways. A lot of controversy came out of that, and then the questioning. And a lot of people in TV said, well, wait a second, he didn't call upon anybody from U.S. television. I think Reuters got a question, AP got a question. But there were no...
You're talking about for the Putin?
The big Putin press conference there. But it was sort of, it goes back to that whole idea that the president's picking on the media once again.
You said he didn't get calls from the... he didn't call American media, but the AP is American.
I'm referring to TV.
Oh, God, yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, so TV didn't get a question. No,
because Jim Acosta, you know, we heard from him once again.
Yeah, honestly, we would get better questions. Well, I won't say that on your show.
That's fine.
But the one thing about that conference I came out of it with was I was a little bit concerned about his behavior. Just his demeanor was a little bit different. I don't know what the cause of that is, and I'm not going to speculate. What I do know is that the repeated thing over and over again in the national media that he sided with Russia over the 2016 meddling election, that did not happen. You will read that, and I bet everyone actually here probably thinks, oh, Trump, yeah, sided with Russia. That did not happen. All he said was, our intelligence says that Russia meddled in the election, and Putin denies it. That's all he said. Even the one quote that came out of that wherein he said, I don't see why it would be Russia, which he corrected thereafter, that quote in itself is not siding with Russia. So, again, if you watched it live, any of the stuff live, that has nothing to do with the coverage that you saw. It made it look so much worse.
But with the confusion that kind of erupted afterwards, where it was, what did he say? No, I didn't say that. Where did he go? It still feels like the messaging. There's a problem with messaging in the White House where, I mean, the concept is clear what they're trying to get across, but you have so many different people trying to clarify what the president meant to say was this.
Right, and I'm not surprised. I mean, I think we are, I think people should never lose track of the fact that we are in this big experiment, again, of someone who never had military or government experience, now in the highest, most powerful job we have in the federal government of the three branches. And that's not to excuse him in any way. I think he can take responsibility for those mishaps. But I think people should never lose sight of that. And if there's conflict within the White House, conflict about messaging, I think we should always remember that that's the case.
All right, well, hey, before we go, it is National Tequila Day.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I decide, you know, you've been one of our good guests on here. You come in whenever we give you the call.
Yes, I do.
Appreciate it there. Yeah, so
happy to be here.
Just figure I'd get just a little some Bible a little before we get out of here.
All right. What kind is this?
This is El Jimador, which
I've never had that.
It's very good. Plus the first three letters are Jim. So there you go. Eddie, salute. Good to see you. Eddie Scarry, Washington Examiner.
All right, thank you.
Oh, you're going back after this in the Final Five.